Alright, let's see. Hopefully the sound is working good. Welcome everybody to 2020 CSI Oklahoma State Championships. We're coming to you live from the Apache Hotel and Casino in Lawton, Oklahoma. We're watching Bad Boys TV. So give us a few minutes here. We'll get this puppy away. Get some things set up. Don't forget to hit that like button. That's what makes our sponsors happy. Can anybody out there hear me? Curtis, you got sound coming your way? It's not looking like it's working over here. Test, test. All right. Now, can everybody hear me? Curtis, buddy, how you doing? You got any sound there? We got one like. I like it. We got one like. Oh, yeah, they can start. All right, so let me see. If I can remember, it's been a while since we've done some streaming, so let's see if I can remember how to set up the. Let's see. Let's do it this way. I'm out of practice, so you have to bear with me a little bit. Okay, there we go.
You need something on your TV table, you can holler at us. Okay. Hey, I like this, by the way.
It's the COVID, man. It's the COVID beard. Yeah. The internet is a little shaky here, so as long as the stream goes good, I'll be happy. Other than that, let's see. Let's try the guest internet for the chat room. Alright, so Sabrina is a 536 and Ramano is a 485. So Ramano goes to 5, Sabrina goes to 6. They're playing 9 ball. This is alternating break. The 9 counts in any pocket. Yes, I'm all about, well, I'm a little biased. Sabrina was my pool coach a long time ago. She's from Alaska. I used to live in Alaska, so Sabrina was actually on the Women's Pro Tour for a while. I think she was ranked as high as 9th. There we go. Fix that little echo. Alright, so at the moment, I'm sorry, it's just me in the booth. Tournament just started. Again, this is 9 ball. This is the CSI Oklahoma State Championships. Coming to you live from the Apache Hotel and Casino in Lawton, Oklahoma. Don't forget to hit that little $sign down there in the chat room and donate. Help keep Bad Boys kicking. I know it's been a tough year for everybody. Well, it doesn't. I don't think the 4 goes from here, but she's aiming at it like it does. Sorry about the little jiggling, but the stage is just a little bumpy. I think she wanted to hit that a little harder or a little softer. I'm not sure. So anytime anybody walks around the stage, it's going to jiggle a little bit. Wasn't a whole lot of options for us to put the cameras anywhere else, so. Yuma, Arizona's in the room. How you doing, Tony? It's nice to be back out doing some tournaments, I can tell you. Well, I like cutting the 4 towards the side pocket, putting it up by the 5, and just putting the 9 ball below the cue ball just below the 9. But she's going for the kill. Oh, and she drilled it. Got a little tougher shot on the 5. But all she's got to do is cut the 5 in and zigzag for shape. She's going to want to try to cut the 5, hit the side rail, hit the right side rail, go back over to the side of the 9. Probably, well, we don't have the telestrator hooked up right now, but I'm going to try to get Jeremy to fix that. Somewhere over by the 9, not low, so she can cut the 7 in the lower right corner and just roll straight up for the 8 in the upper right corner. Oh. Ooh, a little soft. Nice shot, just a little soft. Yeah, I think she kind of caught that point too, which slowed the cue ball down a little bit. Yeah. Well, Either you go for the kill here, bank it back where the 8 is, or you just try to put the cue ball down below the 9. Just bank the 7 up. Straight up table. She went for it. Oh, get past the side. Oh, there's a gift. That's how I play. If I miss, I leave it right in front of the pocket. Well, hit this with I like to hit this shot probably about 8:30 on the cue ball. And come right around like that. Yep. Perfect. Yes, for this tournament in the chat room, they're asking if the masks are required. They most certainly are required and must be worn properly. So Ramano takes game number 1. Yeah, Sabrina gave that one away. Just gotta make Ramano happy. He's going less games and he broke the serve. Well, he ain't leaving anything. I suspect now you'll see Sabrina tighten up her gameplay just a little bit. She was pretty aggressive that first game. But when you're giving up a game and you lose the first game, you tighten up just a tad. Can never count Sabrina out. I've seen her play some phenomenal matches. Just ask Dan Collins up in Alaska what it's like to put Sabrina on the shot clock. Yeah, there you go. Sabrina used to play pretty slow, and Dan Collins thought it'd be a good idea to. I think he was up. I want to say it was up 2-0 in a race to 4 in the. I think it was the Ferrandi tournament. And he come over. He's like, Sabrina's playing too slow. I want her on the shot clock. And Sabrina something agitated her because she looked up at me. They were playing on the table down in front of me, and she said, "Go ahead, put me on the shot clock." I said, "Okay, you're on the shot clock." And then she played faster than I think I've ever seen her play in my life. And she smoked him. She won the next 4 games so quick, it was like, wow. She ends up going on and winning the tournament too, by the way. So, just a little history for y'all that don't know her. This is sad. This is day 1, match number 1, and I'm already losing my voice. How quickly I realize I don't miss the air conditioning in casinos. Well, there was a nice shot. Oh, we might have to go 2 rails to get to that from anywhere. Maybe. Welcome to jail. I wish my telestrator was working. I could show you a cool shot here and how to measure it out. So in the chat room, we got a question on the Chinook Winds tournament. Well, right now I can tell everybody that, just banked that a little too tight. For me, Bad Boys, this is my last tournament of the year that's on a schedule. It's the first tournament we've done since March 19th. And our Tucson, Arizona tournament, which is usually the first week of January, has already been moved to July of next year. So right now, the only thing I know is Derby City is scheduled in Indiana mid-January at the moment and has not been canceled or moved. So that's the only thing I know of right now. Everything else is still in the air. Well, got a couple problem children here. You can make the 3, but you really want perfect shape on the 4 to be able to get that 5/8, unless you swing at it now. Well, the cue ball can definitely get to the 5, but it would probably hit the 9 first. And I don't know. Might be tempted to play it safe here. You got your opponent on 1. You could play a really nasty safe right here. Looks like she's going to go for moving that 9 to the pocket, which should go down and bump the 5. Yeah, it did. Well, see this one, I think I'm going to roll up. I'm going to shoot the 5 and just roll the cue ball up between the 8 and the rail. And just jam him right in there really tight. And she's going to go for the make. She can do that too, as long as you feel comfortable with your shooting, but she's going to end up on the wrong side. Oy, oy. I think a ref's coming to the table. Yep. I'd be, well, I'm not at the table, and the angle here is a little funky, but I think the play there would have been to shoot the 5 and roll the cue ball up between the rail and the 8. If the 8 was off the rail enough that the cue ball would almost fit perfectly, in between there. Or at least 3/4 of the way in between there, because then you can really cinch up your opponent pretty good. Yep. Oh, and the referee is going to block our view. Got to stand where you got to stand to make sure you're good. Appears that they were frozen. Best I can tell from here. Kenny, if you hop in the booth, you don't have to wear a mask because we're behind a curtain and hidden and 50 feet from the next person. Oh, get in the hole. Oh, but now she's got a tough shot on the 9. sitting yet. I'm dealing with Brian's stuff.
Are you?
Yeah.
Got some bracket issues?
Well, I can't
Search.
search players, yeah. He says there's, I don't know, yeah.
As long as he figures it out.
It's weird.
Oh!
So close.
Victor wants to know how that was a good hit. Well, if they're frozen, you're allowed to shoot straight through them. As long as you do it in one continuous motion. Well, Ramano's got a tough one here. See if he feels any pressure whatsoever. Well, apparently not. Well, he's up 2-0. He only has to go to 5. Sabrina's got to go to 6. That's the beast of 9-ball right there. You missed that 9-ball. Do all the work. I mean, basically, she did do all the work. Little off on the ball speed. Yeah, for all the players out there, the chat room's having a little conversation on how that was a good hit and what the rule is. I'll tell you, as a person that does pool tournaments for a living, I am absolutely shocked at how many players will sign up, spend, several $100s in entries, spend thousands in travel and hotel and budget for food, and get into a pool tournament that they don't know the rules to. And it happens all the time. John Graves, how you doing? Welcome to Bad Boys TV. Thanks for jumping into the chat room. There's that little $sign down there you guys can hit and donate. Help keep Bad Boys alive and so we can continue to bring the streams to you for free. I do believe I have a bunch of Derby City matches that we're going to start from this year, from back in January, that we haven't put out yet. We had some computer issues after the Derby, and then COVID kind of drained the life out of a bunch of us, and now we're we got those issues fixed. So when I get home, get things set. That way, when we do go to post that stuff, you'll get notified. You won't miss any of it. We've got some really good Derby City matches yet to come out. And we're in the works for creating some shows and stuff that I think a lot of pool players and fanatics will like. Interviews and a bunch of other things. When you're sitting at home for 9 months waiting for the world to restart, you think up some stuff, and then we're going to try and see if people like it. 2-0, Ramano's going to 5. Sabrina's got to go to 6. She cannot afford to lose another one. She's got to start making the comeback. And somebody just dimmed all the lights in the entire room.
Lights just dimmed.
I saw that. I could see it on the...
Yeah, I don't see anyone anywhere near a thing.
Probably going to have to hit... Yeah, I'm trying to send a text, but might have to just go out and hit security or something. Ask them to send us... Oh, I am the man. So, the light's dimmed on the entire room, so right now I'm trying trying to track somebody down to fix that. Nice shot. Well, I'm not here to give anybody the commentary jinx, but there's our lights back. This should be a fairly easy out. I mean, she can bump the 4. She could just let the cue ball roll forward if she wanted. I mean, you want to just have a slight angle, just like that. Should be shooting the 5 into the upper right. I like going to the rail with a little bit of right hand spin, unless she's too straight. And then go to the right rail, come out a little bit to shoot the 6 in the upper left. Give yourself enough angle so that you can shoot the 6 and go to the left side rail. And down the table this way so that you can... Okay, she'll go to the top rail and then just right up the middle of the table. These guys over here I might do a Bad Boys cooking channel on. Oh, she's perfect. Guys are over here in the chat room talking about dinner and what they're cooking. Well, Sabrina is cooking a comeback right now. That's what she's cooking up. Mike D is in the room. Holy moly. What's up, brother? Miss you. We're going to have to get some streaming stuff in your man cave and get some big action matches going. I think after this tournament, the only thing I got to look forward to is Kim Mosconi Cup, I guess. Hey, John. Yeah, I'm all about good food, man. In case you haven't noticed. It does. Food's a reason to live. Good food. I don't know about y'all, but I married a woman that can cook. 2-1. Ramano is a 485 Fargo. Sabrina is a 536. And that's why Ramano goes to 5 and Sabrina goes to 6. My wife can cook and bake. This is the time of year. See, I'm really screwed this year because I probably put on 25 pounds because of COVID and not being able to get out and about. And then November and December is when my wife goes crazy on the cooking and the baking, and I gotta dig out some of the treadmill and the weights and gotta start working out. Oh, wow! You ever notice how that cue ball just like goes right into the pocket with no problem? If you were trying to shoot into that pocket, it would bobble. Well, the 2-ball it's just in a crappy spot. You know what I'd try here? I might even try to make the 9 and just. I think she's going to roll up and freeze. The only thing I don't like here. Okay, she got it by. Yeah, the only thing I was afraid of is if you bump that 2 up there and you line up the 2-9, wouldn't be that tough to hit it. But this is good. This is really good. It's super good if she's got that cue ball so frozen to that 7 that he can't even massacre around it. Wow. Been so long, I've lost the terminology. Well, I like shooting that cue ball down here to the bottom. Yeah. So, yeah, I wish the telestrator was working. But basically, if you shoot as we're looking at it, the right side of the cue ball to this first diamond on the bottom rail with a lot of, it would be right-hand spin from the shooter, but it'd be the left side for us, what we're looking at. Then that would straighten out that cue ball and it'd go right into the 2 and possibly make it in the upper left-hand corner. Hopefully I explained that to where y'all went, okay, yeah, I could see that. Well, do you dare? I do. I would so shoot the 2-9 combo right here. You could shoot this 2-9 combo and then make sure if you don't make the combo that your opponent doesn't have an easy shot on the 2. So it's just a matter of, you can pull this cue ball down between the 6 and the 8, put it behind the 6-5, or the 6, 8, and 5. You can put it in that area. Just like that. Yep. Really no harm there, right? And she really can't afford to give Ramano anything. Oh, yeah. See, and that was the 3rd foul. 2-2. Sabrina goes to 6. Ramano goes to 5. It's now 2-2, and Sabrina's got the break. She lost the first 2 games, putting herself in a deep hole. But then people started talking about cooking, and she started cooking up a comeback. And now, she wins this game. She's right on it. We got, look, you guys in the chat room over here talking about trading wives? Or trading pool sticks? Well, whatever. I'd like to say thank you to Apache Casino and Q Sports Internationals for making this event happen and doing everything they can to keep everybody safe. We have all kinds of procedures in place. As long as everybody follows them, I think we'll be as safe as we can be and still playing pool. For many of you, I don't know if you've noticed, but we are using the Predator Arcos 2 pool balls. These are brand new. Brand new. And everybody was given their own piece of chalk at this tournament. And Q Sports International's furnished masks for everybody. So, so I like just thinning the one and knocking that in. Alright, sorry about that. Phone was ringing. You know, friends, they're watching the match, and then they decide, hey, what's going on? Okay, you're watching the match. What do you mean, what's going on? I don't even know how to respond to that. Watch out, 9-ball. Ooh, he put a draw on that. Oh, unfortunate. Made the 3, and now he's got to shoot. If he didn't draw on that, I think he'd have made that 9-ball. I'm going to copy this chat room, and then maybe I'll blackmail some people for food or something. Be like, hey, look, this is where your husband was talking about trading you off for a pool cue. Well, it's a tough kick. Luckily, if he makes it, the 6 is out there. Oh, wow. Went right around it. Whoa, whoa, whoa. So she'll just probably shoot this with good old straight up follow. The cue ball will go about where the chalk was, hit that red, and then come down here for the 7. Yeah. It'll come right between the 7 and the 9. She wants it to be probably about that height too, halfway between where the 7 and the 9 is, be on that height. And come over to about straight lined with the 9, so she could just cut the 7 right in the pocket. Just about. Oh my God, look at that. She rolled about 3/4 of a ball farther than I was describing. Nah, Joseph, I'm not going to get you shot. I'm just going to get me a good meal out of you guys. Nice little run here. Yeah, and there you go. She's 3 in a row. And now it's a race to 3. Don't forget to hit that like button. Tell your friends about it. The more we can get watching, the better. There's that little dollar sign down there at the bottom you can click on. Every donation will help. We appreciate everybody. Even if you can't afford to donate, we appreciate you being in there. Oh, that was a beautiful bump actually for her. Now she has to put a stroke on this shot. Either way she decides to go, draw it back up, or do a follow and 2-rail and try to get about where the 7 is. Which it can be done. Or she could just roll down and play for a cross-side bank and bring the cue ball over to the right side and keeping it below the 4-6. She's going for the draw, it looks like. I like the draw better on this particular shot. Yeah. She stood up a little quick, it looks like. So she didn't get quite the draw she should have. Nice. Slow down. Oof. Well, I don't think that's cuttable. Steve Marker, how you doing, buddy? Thanks for hopping in and watching. It's nice to see and hear all the people we've missed for so long. Feels like forever. I'm so ready for life to get back. Well, she could bank this back up to the upper right. Maybe she can cut it. I think she's playing the bank because the 5-8 is kind of jacked up. I might be tempted to go for this. Well, no real harm there. So, based on the speed she shot that with, I think she was just trying to shoot the 4 down and back up into the 8, I guess. One of these days, I'm going to do a match like this, and then the trick is to find time to go back with the 2 players that play in the match and sit down and commentate with them to go, what the hell were you thinking right there, right? Nice. Look at this. That was very nice, very nice. Yeah, just being able to get in there and talk to the players that actually played the match could be pretty cool, I think. My table's a little crooked, but it wasn't when we started. Ooh. That's a nice shot, but he came back. I don't like to make it farther away. Here we go. Nice long, straight, smart option there to shoot soft, but just a little off. Coming in at that angle, diamonds are not forgiving at all. They are not going to give you that pocket. Sabrina should be in good shape here. I mean, she could go rail first, hit the 6. I don't know if she needs to. She might be able to just shoot the 6, go that rail, and come out straight towards the spot. You do that, and then you just shoot the 7 in the side, roll forward just a little bit. Yep, just like that. Shoot the 8. Now, some people have different choices here. I like just rolling forward because I don't mind shooting the 8. I think you'd have a slight angle. You shoot the 8 and just draw and bring the cue ball straight down towards where it is now. Or you can shoot the 7, go to the upper rail, and then back towards the very center of the table, so you could shoot the 8 in the corner, go to the top rail, and roll straight down, which she might be letting her stroke go for that. Yeah, that's what she's doing. It's not going to come up quite as high as I would like to for that particular shot, but keep in mind, we're not seeing the angle quite like it is on the table. Looks like she might have got a little too straight, so she's got to do a little draw shot. Can't go to that upper rail and out. That's what it appears she's doing. Yep. Yeah, she just got too straight on that. I like to shoot this shot with a lot of inside English, so the cue ball hits that left side rail before the side pocket. Just hit that cue ball at like 2:30, 2 o'clock, maybe even 3 o'clock depending on the angle. I don't like shooting this ball with draw. I don't like shooting it because for some reason that side pocket and that upper left-hand corner just get huge when you know that little, yeah, see that? That's huge. It's a monster pocket. Yeah, that just, yeah. For some reason, when things are just off like that, she just hit the 9 just a little too fat. Right? If she hits it thinner, it still goes and she doesn't scratch. So, yeah, ouch. Yeah, on that shot, if it's, that you can see how it was lined up, so you can see better based on the end result. But, yeah, either you hit that cue ball at 2:30 or 3 o'clock. If you hit it too fat when you do that, usually it won't roll near as far. If you hit it good, like I said, the cue ball should hit the rail before the side pocket. Or I shoot that shot at like 7:30 or 8:30, so that I'm pulling the cue ball back away. The only thing I don't like about doing it with the 7:30 or 8:30 shot is that I tend to shoot draw shots harder, and I don't want the cue ball moving around the table more than it needs to, especially if you're a little uncomfortable, right? So if you're a little uncomfortable, your grip's a little tighter, your nerves, your speed is just jacked up, right? So I always try to go with the more the shot that's going to have the least amount of things that can go wrong with it if you're not totally comfortable. If I'm totally comfortable, then yeah, I put a crap ton of English on it and do this or do that, but it's been a long time since I've been that comfortable. Yes, for this pool tournament, masks are required and required to be worn properly. You cannot even be in this room unless you are in the spot I am in, which is on the stage behind the curtains. Nobody within 25 feet of me, because I really don't think you guys would like to hear me mumble through a mask for commentating. So we had to rearrange things. Totally different. We're learning how to deal with the situation we're living in now. Yeah. So the camera's a little crooked. I'll try to straighten it between matches because the stage kind of moves a little bit. It was perfect before we started. I promise. If you go back and look at the very first couple of seconds, it was good. But we had to put the camera way out on the edge of the stage, and then we put all our equipment way back at the back of the stage so that I could be way back here and not have a mask on and not break any of the rules so you guys could hear what I'm saying and understand what I'm saying. Okay, so this is a really must-win for Sabrina because she's got to go to 6. Ooh. I think the 2-3 is lined up perfect, I think, for the upper left-hand corner. I think. Maybe. Maybe not. At the very least, I think the 3 might go off the 6 if it clears the 5. But Sabrina has to win this one, because if she doesn't, her opponent's on the hill. And that's brutal in 9-ball. When you got to win 3 and your opponents are already on the hill. Yep. Oh! You hit that 2 too thin. Got to hit it fatter so it drags the cue ball a little bit. But he got a perfect leave on it. Well, let's see how Sabrina kicks. Oh! I thought it was in. She was going to have some serious work to do, though, to get back, make that 3 and get back to that 4, unless she could hit that 3 super thin and still make it. Oh, he's going to hook her on the 2 again? What a monster. What a monster. That's tough. I mean, she can make a hit on it. That's such a brutal spot. Well, you go off that side rail, hit the 2. I think I would try to hit this on the top of the 2 and play it for the safe. So, what I'm trying to do is hit the side rail, hit the top of the 2, like you're almost banking it to the the opposite side of that, I think, is what I would try. She's going to come out okay. Yep. And hit it a lot softer, hoping to just hit the 2, take it off the top rail, and bring it up about as high as the 6, maybe the 5, on the left side, and the cue ball go over on the right side of the 6 and 5 and try to hook them that way. But she come out all right with the roll there, and he drilled the bank. Well, see what he does to get on there. Right through there, but not enough to get on. Well, he might be able to spin, hit the rail first, put a big spin on it. No, he's going to kick the other way. All right. No rail, ball in hand. Well, Sabrina's got to be super happy to be back at the table. Yeah, I think the Lippmann lights, the chat room's having a discussion about Lippmann lights. I think Lippmann lights are the best lights over a pool table, period. Just my opinion. A little less pullback than I think she would have wanted. I'd like to have been a little straighter on the 5. So which rolling stock do we got in the chat room? Is that rolling 1, 2, 3, or 4, or 5, or 6? Really, dude? That's where you want to stand and chit chat? Well, she's focusing really hard on getting good shape here to be able to get to the 8. The one and only. I don't know why you didn't just come on down and play, Mike. It's not like you work anymore anyway. Oh. I'd have liked to come out so I was a little straighter on this one for sure. This one here, you really want to shoot like pocket speed. Because a little more than pocket speed, because if you miss it, you got to make sure you want that cue ball on the same level as the 9, right? So that you hook the hell out of him if you miss it. But at the same time, you almost have to play the I'm not missing, I'm not missing, I'm not missing, I'm not missing, just like that. Well, that's a critical game there. And it's a race to 2. Yeah, Sabrina had to get that one or the pressure was really going to pile up on her. Ramano Gardenhire is a 485. Sabrina Peterson's a 536. That's why the race is 5-6. Ramano is breaking. We're coming to you live from the Apache Hotel and Casino in Lawton, Oklahoma. You are watching the 2020 CSI Oklahoma State Championship. Uh-oh, we're going airborne. Let's see if he's got a pilot's license. Oh, he does. Flight pattern approved. Look at that. Smooth landing and everything. Damn. Put that on the highlight reel if he wins this match. So Mike, what you ought to do is sign up for our Texas tournament. I'll have the flyer out sometime in December. You can come play in that, and then you two can match up at the tournament. You can give you the 8. You could do a nice long race. We could even stream it or record it and put it up later or whatever. Well, it looks to me like if she shoots this 3 and just rolls straight forward, the cue ball's going to come straight at the 5. I could be off a little bit. See, I mean, if she can stay to the right side of it, so that she can come down and almost, if she could almost get straight on the 5 into the 6, that would be perfect. But to me it looks like the cue ball is going to come almost straight at the 5. Or like that line between the 5, and if you drew a straight line between the cue ball and between, dead center between the 5 and the 8, that would be the line the cue ball would follow. We're going to find out. Looks like I'm way off. Maybe she can just come follow straight on the same line as the 3, which would be nice. Yeah. That's pretty good. The trick here is that she wanted to make sure that she could keep the cue ball above the 8 and the 7. I think she can. Be careful. Oi. Oh. I was going to say be careful. I didn't know if she had the right angle, but I thought she might actually make the 5 and the 6 and then not have a shot on the 7. Well, she's going to bump this 5 to the 7, 2 rail out of there. And just leave her opponent really long, I think. Yep. Oh, if she could stay over there. Yep, she came out. He's got a tough one here, actually, because if you shoot it soft and you put the 5 on the right of the 7 and the cue ball on the left, that's good. But if you don't quite get there, then you're hooped. If you shoot too hard, then you're just going to sell out the pocket anyway, like that. Yeah, she's got a little bit of work to do here because I like shooting this with a little bit of left-hand English so that you stay above the 8. What you want to do is cut this 5 in and come right between the 8 and the 9 ball to the left side of the table. Yo, she got there, but whoa. See, that's what if she hits that 8, an eighth of an inch lower or an eighth of an inch higher, she stops right there. Right? If that cue ball's any higher up. If she hits it, well, yeah, she could have easily ended up in a bad spot there. But she didn't, so who am I to complain? Looks like she's going to try to pull out. Ooh, hey. A little higher than she wanted to go. I think she thought she was going to actually bump that 8 just a little bit. You just got to make sure you hit it good here. Put it in the pocket. The Texas tournament, Mike, is the last week of May. I just got to make a new flyer. We're changing the formats around a little bit. That puts Sabrina on the hill. 5-3. So yeah, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and click on the bell when it pops up. That way you're notified when we go live. We're working on some projects and I'm hoping to make some live announcements by the end of the year. I think some of them you guys might like. Yeah, Mike's right. He said Sabrina's playing at a much better pace. I think Sabrina always plays way better pool when she plays quicker. Just my experience. I've played her several times in Alaska for Rondi and the state tournament. She's much tougher when she plays faster. Just ask Dan Collins. He may not even remember that ass whooping. I'll just never forget. He put her on the clock and she just cranked up that match. Overcut. You're going to come right through there and leave her hooked completely. Don't forget to check out billiardshoppingnetwork.com. We got a few stores on there. We got cheap cues, all kinds of billiard products. We got Lippmann lights, best lights in the market. Bad Boys Gear, where we have some shirts right now, but we're going to be growing our store as we go. And OBQs has a store in there. Check them out. We got a lot of stuff we're working on that's going to be coming to you in the future, but basically we're trying to make a website that is a billiard mall where you can go and get anything and everything pool related. Oh, that was a good effort. So for all you guys that play with those carbon fiber shafts, I just started hitting balls with the OB carbon fiber, and I love it. And I really like their Phoenix shaft. But here's the question, because I don't play it hardly at all anymore. When it comes to mass A's and stuff like that, has the carbon fiber made it a lot tougher to do that? Mike, you should know. Any of you guys out there? Has the carbon fiber shaft made it a little harder to do mass A's? 'Cause I can tell you with my red dot Mucci, I could mass A big time. I haven't even tried with the carbon. It's made it tougher for you, Mike, to do the mass A. Yeah. Yeah, I can tell you. Many of you know Jeremy and Amy. They're Bad Boy staff. They're actually running OBQs now, so I've got to sample some OBQs. I like the carbon fiber one that they have. I like the way it hits. I really like the Phoenix low deflection shaft. But I've noticed watching amateur level, I haven't really paid that much attention on the pro level, but it seems like the amateurs are really struggling with mass A shots. They seem to jump up there like, oh, I can do this, right? And then they're not getting near the mass A that they used to. Oof. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, at least the 6-ball's not as easy a shape if that 5-ball was 3 inches to the left. Just got a couple ways to get there. Serious draw shot or... you should hit with the OB carbon, Mike. I got a couple friends that swore by Revo and they've switched now, so I don't know. I never shot with the Revo, so there's a couple of those carbon fibers. I don't like the sound of them, right? Like, it just kind of like, you can't say tinny, but it's like, just, I don't know. Just doesn't sound right. Yeah, I'm with you on that, Mike. I've always felt like the longer bridge is I play better, more control, and then with the low deflection shafts, it's just feel even more comfortable with the long bridge. Well, what do you do here? I mean, I think I'm shooting the 6 all the way up, and I'm not even caring where the cue ball goes, right? Just focus really hard on making that 6. Because I think the cue ball is going to go towards the chalk on the right. If you just go dead center English, top, I think the cue ball goes from the 6 towards the chalk that's on the right. So it'll go, what I'm saying is it'll go, well, actually towards the corner, maybe even more to the upper right. Then you could shoot the 7 in the lower left. But I'm not going to try to do anything fancy with this cue ball at all. Just let it roll. And I don't want to shoot this very hard either. Just a tad more than pocket speed. Just like that. There you go. Look, look, look. Okay. Hey, is that cue ball over there by that chalk? Damn, I'm good from the booth. Shoot this with a stop shot. Looks like the angle will take the cue ball right to the right rail, just above the second diamond, and bounce right back up. And you just need it off the rail about as far as the 9 ball is, and cut the 8 in the same pocket with just a little bit of a draw shot, and take the cue ball right back up to where the 7 is now, and shoot the 9 in for the win. That's all. If 720 speed from the booth? Yeah, maybe. I'd say probably when I was at the peak of my actual game, I was probably at about a 680 speed, maybe. I don't know. What do you think? And I think I play a little bit better from the booth. Yeah, my back doesn't get as sore, so, you know, I feel more confident. Yeah, I wish they had Fargo at the peak of my game so I could measure myself to the top players. But I would say I was probably in the 680 range at the peak of my game. Which only lasted about a year, guys. So. Yeah, in my prime. That's what I'm saying. In my prime, which was about a year long. I worked really hard to get to that prime, though. That's all I ever wanted in pool was, you know, the respect of all the other players playing because, yeah. The funny thing is I wear glasses now, and I tried hitting balls, and it just, God, the struggle. And we were doing the Greg Hogue and Johnny Archer thing a couple of weeks ago, and he's got super tight pockets. And it's like, man, I haven't hit a ball in like 2 years. And I shot the first shot, and I missed so bad, and it's like the stroke just felt bad, and I was like, okay, I need to focus. I just want one strong shot, right? So I focused, I took my glasses off, and I ran the next 6 balls, and keep in mind, this was Johnny Archer and Greg Hogue played a race to 50. There were only 3 breaking runs on that tape. The final score was 50 to 27, I think. So in 77 games, there were only 3 breaking runs. And Johnny Archer won 50 games, okay? So, yeah, I felt pretty good about it. It's like, yeah, I can't play no more. My back kills me. But I do play better without my glasses. So, I don't know. I want to play again. Alright, well, he's got to put a stroke on this one. Oh, uh-oh, don't leave it in front of the pocket. Ooh. Actually. Man. Gotta put a stroke on this one. Power stroke. Oh, she's playing smart-ish. I don't think she wanted to hit it that heavy. Yeah, she's making him do the... I don't know. I might have shot that 7 with as much top left English and just try to... Uh-oh. That's going to be the payoff pitch right there. Oh, no, he's going to get her hooked on it. Wow. I thought he was going to sell out completely. Oh. I say bank it up the table. Take the cue ball across the top of the 7, bank it up the table a little ways, and try to get the cue ball to come back underneath the 8. I don't know if she can get it there, but I think she can. Lots of left-hand English. The level on this, Sabrina Peterson is a 536. Ramano Gardenhire is a 485. Nationwide in the United States, your average pool player, I think, is about a 470. Maybe 475? I'd have to go back and look. Average pool player. So... yeah, that's the issue. Yeah, dude, what are you rolling? You're in the 600, so yeah, you're a strong person. In most league play, I'd say your A players, other than English A players, which are the top players in the leagues, but all the players above 600. Your 580s, you know, are the ones that could hurt you any moment. Mike's trying real hard to get extra love now. You're above average, Mike. You should set higher goals, though. Hang on. Oh, that's probably going to do it. Yeah, I know you do, man. Okay, I don't want nobody to take this wrong, so don't everybody get all upset. I don't want to hear no damn emails. But the average American still drinks out of a sippy cup, okay? So set your standards high and enjoy life. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Sabrina Peterson wins her first match of this tournament. One for the ladies. Ramano's got to go to the fight side. Hey, just remember this. If you're on the loser side of the bracket, you're closer to the money. If you don't believe me, go look at the bracket. Thanks for watching. We got another one coming in. What time is it? Oh, in about 10-15 minutes. So tune back in. We'll see you all then. Thanks for watching.